When you hear the name Manny L. Perez, most people watching won't know who she is. But what if I told you that next year, she could become one of the biggest and most well-known actresses in the entire world? After months of searching and tons of other candidates, the GTA community has found enough evidence to believe that without a doubt, Manny L. Perez is Lucia in GTA 6. From her voice to her various interviews and even past work with Rockstar, everything points to the people of the GTA forums being correct, especially when you see the 3 major clues that got everyone convinced. So today, we're going to take a deep dive into the investigation of Manny L. Perez and why the community fully agrees that they found Lucia. This entire investigation starts with one user on the GTA forums named Rebel Scum Leah. Leah had posted the evidence that just they had found that without a doubt proved Manny was Lucia. It was enough evidence to at least get people intrigued, and so people started looking further into Manny's career trying to find more clues, and here is what they found. We are first going to look at what you can immediately see. Manny looks extremely similar to Lucia. Same eyebrows, same nose, same body structure and height, and even the same mole under her lip. It's clear there is a very strong resemblance, but that alone is not enough to convince people. So we also have to take a listen to what we can hear, and Manny's voice was one of the first major clues that got the community convinced. You see, Manny has actually done work for Rockstar in the past. This is some evidence of its own given how Rockstar have a history of reusing actors from past games. For example, Micah's actor Peter Blumquist played Dr. Harlan Fontaine, Benjamin Byron Davis or Dutch had voice lines in GTA San Andreas, and same with Franklin's actor Sean Fantano. But the real reason her past work with Rockstar is important was because we got to hear how her voice sounds in-game. Manny recorded some voice lines for an NPC in the Casino Heist update for GTA Online, and after some digging, user Cordione found these voice lines, and they simply speak for themselves.
The only way
You better step away from me right now.
we're gonna get through this,
Hey, the hell are you doing?
bad luck I guess,
That bitch back there be crazy.
is by sticking together.
Next time you want to joke around, try being funny.
It's hard to do it justice just how similar Manny's voice is to Lucia's without showing the leaks. But believe me when I say, I am not the only one who believes this either. After watching the trailer and leaks, along with Manny's past work, this was enough evidence to convince most people that Manny was indeed the voice actor for Lucia. But beyond Manny's looks and voice, there is still a ton more info that helped convince people, and the interviews may give us the biggest clue yet. So now that the community had found Lucia solely based off of voice and looks, they now needed more evidence to tie Manny L. Perez to GTA 6. The community knew this would be almost impossible given how much Rockstar love NDAs and keeping things secret, but they soon realized that one fact that Rockstar loves NDAs was the exact clue that they were looking for. With this in mind, the community stumbled upon an interview from March 27, 2021, where Manny stated something particularly interesting.
What I'm doing right now, it's big, but NDAs. That's all I can say.
I got you. I understand. Okay, is it a TV show or a movie?
Man, I wish if I could, I would. But you know, I like making my monies, and
listen,
and you know they love NDAs. So
I totally understand.
They love NDAs. A project that is, quote, big, where she can't state what it even is for a company that loves NDAs. The similarities are becoming hard to ignore, especially when you add in the looks and voice. Although, that wasn't the only interview that had people investigating. Some other users also found an interview from just last year where Manny was asked about her past work with Rockstar, and her answers seem suspect at best.
I'm gonna dive right into it because you did a voiceover on Grand Theft Auto. Like, I'm currently replaying Grand Theft Auto because I have nothing else better to do in my spare time.
No, I haven't.
She completely dodges the question about voice lines in GTA and almost seems panicked, thinking they were about to expose her. But then once the interviewer clarifies what he meant...
Yeah, on your IMDb.
What does it say?
It says Grand Theft Auto 5 video game Clubber 2 voice.
She then gives us a reason on why she originally denied.
I see, when I do voiceover, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing and they just hand me a script. Was it a casino?
But it doesn't make sense she wouldn't know since it was on her resume.
Is it like an extension? Because sometimes I don't know what I do, and some places are so secretive. Like, there's NDAs, but also they won't tell me what the project is.
This could definitely be one of those moments of the community simply overanalyzing something, but taking into account everything I've said up to this point in the video, if I was Lucia and I was in her position thinking I was about to get exposed, I would deny too. Okay, so the community has uncovered that her looks and voice are nearly identical. She's working on something big but can't say because of NDAs, and denied working for Rockstar even when she had out of supposed fear. Now I'm going to cover all of the individual coincidences from past actors and Rockstar that connect to Manny, and there are a lot. You know that saying, once is chance, twice is a coincidence, and 3 times is a pattern? Well, I'm about to fully put that to the test right now. And the last bit of evidence is what I personally think is the nail in the coffin. The first coincidence is that she appeared on an episode of Law & Order SVU. That alone isn't anything special, but it becomes more important when you realize that a bunch of Rockstar's actors appeared on this show before getting their roles. Both Ned Luke and Stephen Ogg both appeared on the show before GTA 5, as well as Roger Clark, although his appearance was after RDR2. However, Roger Clark's first appearance on Law & Order just happened to be the exact same episode as Manny L. Perez. That's already a ton of coincidences, but it doesn't end there. She also stated that she was switching her career to motion capture and voice acting, which would fall in line with GTA 6.
Right now, I've been transitioning my career into voiceover and motion capture.
And to top it all off, she's already played a character named Lucia on a show called East New York. This, however, is 100% a coincidence since Lucia is just a very popular Latina name. However, this role she did as Lucia helped provide what I think is one of the most intriguing pieces of evidence. You see, by this point, most of the people in the community were fully convinced that they had found her. When people found her Instagram, the community started flooding her comments with Lucia, and she responded to these messages by completely blocking any more comments on any of her posts. But why block them if there's nothing to hide? Think about it like this. Let's say Manny is not Lucia from GTA 6 and you have done another role as a character named Lucia. Wouldn't you want the exposure of people commenting your character's name on your post? Even if it is some fans of a game series thinking you're someone that you're not, you'd want to use that to your advantage. The only reason I can think of why she turned off her comments after being exposed is because she got exposed. People had figured it out, and the only way to stop them is by shutting off the comments, which are still off to this day, and it was nearly 6 months ago since the community found out.
So the trailer comes out. A buddy of mine that was in my acting class in LA 20 years previous.
He ratted you out a little, didn't he?
Yeah.
What did the director say, by the way?
You know, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, it's just can you kill your, you know, I had to kill all my social media. You know,
Okay.
so I killed my Twitter, I think I had Instagram then, but mostly it was Twitter back then, and I just killed all that.
Now, of course, all of this info I have just said won't be confirmed until the game comes out in 2025. But with all the evidence from her looks and voice, her working on something big and disabling her comments after being exposed, everything points to Maniel Perez without a doubt being Lucia from GTA 6. But whether or not this evidence is substantial enough is ultimately for you to decide.